What are you guys looking at? You guys sus. You guys so sus. You're all so sus. So dead. I am so dead. You guys.
Right. Time to track down the next elector.
The promise of peace. Erinville would propose a course of action.
I think it's time we return to Tuliolal. After scaling Tyrell's tallest mountain and battling a legendary beast to the death. Even dauntless heroes like you could probably use a rest. In any case, there are preparations to be made before we can visit the next destination, laid out in the saga. The respite would be most welcome. I believe I hear the Forad cabins calling our name.
She's saying bye. Cute.
Long has it been since any from Chirwagur Saltern have deigned to enter Warlord's Echo. A day for unusual visitors indeed. There are still 2 feats left to go. We want to face them refreshed and ready for action. I won't say no to clean sheets and a soft pillow.
Is this the food segment? The food intermission?
No sooner did we set foot back into Leolo than I felt the weight of recent events set in all at once. I'm definitely due for a long nap. I'll take the opportunity to think on some things. Rest well, everyone. We can meet back here later on. I have a small errand to run in the city, so I'll leave you to recover. Will you be heading to the palace, Wuklamat? Wuklamat, did you hear me? Lost in her own little world, it seems. Well, no matter. I'll be back soon enough. An attendant is standing by to unlock your cabin. Enjoy your stay.
Cabin attendant.
Welcome back, Mistress Doom. Your cabin is just as you left it, minus a light layer of dust.
We were gone that long? Yeah, the inside of this is way too pretty for... me forgetting that it was ad break and then starting this cutscene. Oh no! This is one of those you gotta choose, huh? Oh no, never mind.
Yeah. 邪魔するぜ.
We hanging out with a walk, let's go! The inside of this inn is way too pretty to not be used in cutscene. Let's be real.
あのさ、お前に聞いてもらいてえ話があるんだけどよ。
Okay, what? Sure. I'm all ears.
その、あれだ。
What? Just tell me. Rip the band-aid off. It's gonna be something, like, really... Come on, you can say it. I believe. Just say it.
二人きりだとなんか照れくせえな。
Come on, come on. You can do it.
外出ようぜ。散歩がてら体を動かしたらすっきりするはずだ。
She's trying really hard to open up. She's so awkward.
Sorry to drag you away from your nice, comfortable inn, but I could feel the walls closing in. Oh, I know. I'll take you to one of my favorite places in Tuliolal. That should help me get my thoughts in order. We'll go to the Resplendent Quarter and make our way up from there.
Wait, why is this wholesome? Oh, I've never seen a baby! Wait! Wait, what? I've never seen the baby version! That's so cute! Look at the little kitty! Aww! Adorable! Small child!
Oh, hello, dear. One of Wuklamat's new friends.
Yeah, give that man Father of the Year, right?
Peshua, what are you doing up and about? Is your back feeling better? It's much healed now, so don't make a fuss. Besides, I can't be lounging in bed all day when you're out there fighting your hardest to win the throne. You're the claimant with the greatest love for peace. I love this nation of ours, and lending you my support is the least I can do. When I see you smile like that, how can I not be encouraged? Oh, there's plenty more who believe in your cause. I can recruit a whole battalion of smiling faces if you think it'll help. Yours alone is more than enough. Thank you, Peshua. And thank you, Third Promise. I shall pray for your success in the contest. All those smiling faces. Sorry, Zordia. I'm getting distracted. It's just that with the progress we've made in the contest, even these everyday encounters feel that much more special. Do you think we can take our time and maybe wander around a little first? Then we can head to that spot I was thinking of.
Ooh. We're gonna see the sunset? Hell yeah, this is a good shot. You can say it.
やっぱ落ち着くな。子供の頃悩んだ時はよくここに来てたんだよ。トライオラの街並みを眺めてると頑張ろうって気になるからさ。ウォーコーゾーモーの山頂、親父の生前墓の前で私はこう言ったよな。
Remind me again?
親父から平和を愛する心を受け継いだ私が
Okay.
私なりのやり方で平和を守ってみせるって。
Yep.
あれからずっと考えてたんだ。そもそも平和って何なんだ？争いがないことだけが平和なのかってな。
That's a good thing to ponder, actually.
そうやって考えてるうちにこれまでの旅路での出来事が頭の中に浮かんできてさ。
The smiles! That was cute. Hey, does it change the order depending on which one you start with? Like with the flashbacks? I'm curious. Does anyone know?
気づいたんだよ。私はみんなの笑顔が好きなんだ。
A song, the music. You honestly don't remember? I think it would be interesting. Because if not, then I canonically chose the right way.
生きてりゃ辛いことだって悲しいことだってあるけど、家族や仲間、知り合って好きになった連中と笑い合うことができたら乗り越えられる。
Protect walk.
単純な話にも思えるかもしれねえけど、笑顔で暮らせるってのは平和の証だと思うんだよ。
That's the sort of thing I'd expect you to say. You wish for a world like in the Yokui's dream?
誰もが永遠の時を生き、悩みも争いもなく幸せに生きる場所。確かにそこじゃ笑顔が溢れてそうだよな。それを実現させる方法はわからねえが、少なくとも武力で領土を広げたり他の部族を支配したりするのは違う気がするんだ。だからよ。
That's a good shot.
私は王になって作ってみせるぞ。みんなが笑顔で暮らせる国をな。
I like how they made it more echoey.
前にホーユーの塔下で野営した時、クルルが言ってたろ。
Kururu.
聞いて感じて考
Kanjite.
えて、そうして積み重ねていけば明日の私は今日の私より理想に近づいていけるだろうって。
They here feel think, bro. Why? Okay, I guess I understand why they made it more what'd you call it? I guess in line with the story, but I do wish that they said, like in the English it says here, you know, hear feel think. Like directly hear feel think. just hearing that.
この旅を通してどれだけ成長できたかなんて自分じゃわからねえ。だけど一つだけはっきり言えることがある。
But that's just me nitpicking.
隣を歩いてくれるのがお前らでよかったってことだ。
Aww.
お前らが一緒に聞いて感じて考えてくれるから私は多くのことを知ることができた。
Aw, that's so cute. I can see how this could be really sappy in English.
残る秘跡はあと2つ。この先の旅路に何が待ってるかはわからねえが、継承の儀っていう道を 私と一緒に進んでくれるか?
Yes! It's already looking pretty. Aw, Wook looks adorable.
ありがとな。よし、話したいことは全部話した。私は連王宮に寄っていくから、先に宿に戻っててくれ。
Aw, she was just nervous about saying thank you. That's so adorable. That felt... This part feels like a good, like... closure on arc? Look at how cool the orchestrion looks. Okay, dynamic camera. Ardbert appears. No, I snore. We're actually sleeping. That is crazy. Like, this is... No one shows up to disturb our rest. We actually resting? In how many expansions have they said, you should get some rest, and then immediately throws us out into the wild? This is the first time. The first time we see Wall, like, resting.
You look to be in good spirits. I assume your leisure time was well spent. I was glad to snatch some quality sleep myself, after all. It will soon be back to the road for us.
The promise of peace. Hey, peaceful intentions. A leap to Yaktael. Oh, this is the intermission, okay.
I'm sure the others will be along shortly. I do hope everyone has rested well.
Oh, we go immediately into cutscene. That's what I'm noticing about Dawntrail. It's like, so many cutscenes.
Now that we have refreshed ourselves somewhat, let us consider all climates as they currently stand. Zeralja and Kona have completed every feat thus far and hold 5 keystones apiece. Buklamat would be equal with them, but for Bakul Jaja's thievery, which has left us 1 short.
That conniving braggart didn't so much as lift a finger for the feat of proof and wreak havoc for the feat of ice. He can't have more than 3 keystones at most. He may think he can simply steal what he needs to win. But he's sorely mistaken. I will be taking back what's mine. This I swear.
I fear that reclaiming your keystone may not be enough. That is, if Bakul Jaja's unleashing of Valigormanda is any indication. Using his lead, I anticipate that he will move to obtain the remaining keystones before disrupting his rival's attempts. We may all find ourselves being forced to take from one another. I can't say I'd be comfortable with that.
But neither will I surrender my claim to the throne so easily. If it's for the sake of preserving the happiness of my people, I'll do what I must.
The last 2 keystones we require are those of the Lay of Repast and the Lay of Brotherhood. The former depicts the cessation of hostilities between the Mamulja and Jabral in the forest of Yaktael, specifically near a village called Xibruq.
That's where I was born, if you recall. I haven't been back since Papa took me in when I was a baby.
Where the Lay of the Brotherhood takes place, however, is unclear. In the saga, it is said that a foreign explorer came seeking an audience with the Dawn Servant, but little more than that. Eorzea has a similar tale. The explorer Ketenram befriended a 2-headed king known as the Autarch before commencing his travels across Tyrol. He journeyed here several times afterwards, but was ultimately lost at sea. At least, that is the commonly held belief.
Your 2-headed king certainly sounds like Papa.
So this Ketenram fellow must have come to Tiliolol. But if he indeed arrived some 80 years ago, the capital may not have been built yet, vestiges of Yokoi architecture notwithstanding. Wait, you said Autarch, didn't you? Then Ketenram must have met the Dawn Servant in Mamuk.
Mamuk? Is that a city?
One of the grandest in Toral, once upon a time. And the seat of the Mamulja's homeland. It too lies in Yaktael, not far from Xibruq.
Then all things considered, Yaktael seems the obvious choice for our next destination.
From here, the safest method of travel is by dirigible. We should make for the landing once our preparations are complete. We're riding in one of Kona's balloons? They can't be any worse than ships, can they?
Just smile. Just smile and wave. Poor Wook.
It'll be fine. Just fine. How exciting! The design of Tiroli dirigibles intrigues me. I must note how they perform compared to Eorsgan airships.
For as much as I wish we could ignore him, Bakul Jaja is a real threat. We can't afford to let our guards down.
Yaktael, where the Yokhoi dreamt of the Golden City. Ready to leave when you are.
The next flight to Yaktael will be leaving shortly. Passengers are asked to keep hands, legs, and luggage inside the dirigible at all times.
Oh, Wook! Someone hold her.
Are we sure that thing will stay in the air? All the way to Yaktael?
Like that no one reassured her.
Are you ready? Bags packed and goodbye said? There's no going back once we lift off. Not that I'm nervous or anything. I'm just making sure that you're not nervous.
The tsundere act.
Oh, who am I kidding? My knees won't stop shaking. Hey, will you hold my hand just until I've settled my nerves?
Sure, we'll hold your hand. Of course. Maybe ask Aaron. What? We shipping people in this game? But I do like the idea that this is a that you can say this just to poke fun at her. But I'd hold her hand. I totally would. You always go with the funny option. Yeah, but I don't. That's the thing, though. I take ships seriously because it just takes one person to push, like, what do you call it? I'm talking IRL, okay? It takes one person to be like, hint that you might, that you and someone else might get together, and then they actually become a thing. And then they end up breaking up in a really bad way. Totally not talking from personal experience. Okay, we're just gonna hold her hand. Of course.
You're the nicest person I've ever met, Zordia.
I'll try not to crush your hand. She's gonna crush my hand.
There she is! Then promise, wait just a moment!
Mablu and Tobli. Of course. I'll wait as long as you need.
I like how after every trial, we're seeing, like, notable people come back. Gerfurler he's gonna come to Tuliolal.
Sorry to delay you, but we were able to discover the origin of Kryle's earring.
Oh?
Is that so? You said before that it gained popularity in Yoktral as a protective ward for travelers, correct?
That's right! We tracked down the elderly merchant to whom first sales are attributed. According to him, the design imitates an accessory worn by a foreign mage he met at market some 20 years ago. Little did he know that charming taste of salt would prove to be a commercial triumph. A foreign mage wearing this earring could only be grandfather. Did the merchant happen to mention which market? One in Yaktael, to where it seems you're already bound. What luck! Then I shall seek my next clue once we arrive.
Is it mere coincidence that brought my grandfather there? Or
yet another discovery to look forward to.
Aw, Kryle is so cute.
Thank you both for coming all this way.
Anything for the third promise. Good luck with the rest of the rite.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I've just got to board this dirigible and I'm as good as there.
Last call for passengers to Yaktael.
I really hope she wins. Yaktael! Yaktael will test her mettle without a doubt. The next Dawn servant must be willing to bear the full weight of this nation's history, no matter how heavy it may be.
Oh. Ooh.
武田家式狩猟民シュバラール族はこの地を青の森ヤクテル樹海と呼ぶ。大昔に隕石が降り注いだことで形成された環境、セノーテや特殊な植生の青を森の象徴としたのだろう。
Me moving it up. Did he finish talking? He finished talking, didn't he?
シュバラール族とマムージャ族の争いが続いてきたこの地で、継承の儀は佳境を迎えることになる。
Yaktael. Wow, this music! Poor.
ウクラマトさん、大丈夫？
高いところも怖い。
Oh, she's not good with heights either?
この森はコザマルカよりも木々がうっそうとしているね。
上ばかり見てるとセノーテに落ちるぞ。
セノーテって？
地面に開いた穴に
Oh.
雨水や地下水が溜まってできた泉のことだ。大昔のことだが、ここら一帯には隕石が降ったと言われてる。それで土地が大きくえぐれたんだとか。
Meteors?
長い年月が経って跡地は埋まっていったものの、地質が脆いもんだから何かの拍子にぽっかり穴が開くわけだ。それなりに深いから落ちたら上がるのに苦労するぞ。絶対に落ちるなよ。
I like that he looks straight at Wook. Everyone's looking at Wook.
わかってるっつーの。
食のショーの舞台となったシュバラール族の集落はここから近いのかい？
ああ、この先の分かれ道を西に進んですぐだ。
よし、いつまでもビビったままでいられるか。とっとと行こうぜ。
Well, that journey was delightful. The wind was fair, and the vessel hardly rocked at all. I can hardly fathom how difficult travel must have been before the second promise introduced dirigibles. Can you imagine having to walk all this way?
Worry not. Krell and I will ensure our promise doesn't wind up at the bottom of one of these cenotes.
Would it kill Erenville to give me the benefit of the doubt? Or the benefit of a second chance?
No. That is such an interesting way of bringing back the loop, okay? I think I might prefer Lahi.
With thicker vegetation comes reduced visibility. I advise you keep someone in sight at all times.
Oh, is it gonna be foggy?
For all of Erenville's insistence, I have yet to discover anything particularly blue about this forest.
See? No tumbles, thanks to Krell and LSA, but it still counts. Take care not to get separated. I'd hate to lose you in this rampant undergrowth.
What you looking at, Alphino?
Is that Xibruq over there, I wonder? Good, everyone's accounted for. Xibruq is up ahead. Let's be on our way.
It's so pretty. The night theme is so nice. What the heck?
What's so blue about this forest? You'll see. Are all cenotes this deep, I wonder?
Ha! I've fallen into High Tide Harbor enough times to be a professional diver. There's no way I'd fall into something like this on accident. Just so you know, I shall be very cross if you push me.
Tempting, now that you mention it.
Erenville was not exaggerating about the cenotes. It would be a grueling ordeal to climb out of one. Well, thankfully we made it here without incident. Let us not dally any longer.
Dun, 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 dun.
Are we ready to proceed? I'm eager to learn more about Xibruq and Xibruq customs. We should press on. The other candidates may be well ahead of us.
Village of the Hunt. Wuklamat's attention is divided between the perilous deep cenote and Xibruq.
ready to head on in? Our first task should be to find the Elector. Hopefully, our relative tardiness will not reflect poorly on us.
The third promise in our retinue, I presume.
You presume right. I seek the Dawn Servant's Elector.
Then come and join us in the Garden of the Stars, at the village center. Everyone is waiting for you.
Everyone? And who might that be? There is but one way to find out. Come, let us follow him.
Ba 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 ba.
Oh, they waited for us. Oof.
ようやくいらっしゃいましたか。
せっかくバリガルマンダを使って足止めしたってのによ、これじゃ意味ねえじゃねえか。
He doesn't even feel bad about it, bro.
てめえ爆風じゃじゃ。どんだけ汚え真似をしたら気が済むんだ。
すまないが、先に試練の話をさせてもらおう。私の名はフンムルク。シュバラール族の族長であり、こたびの継承の儀で連王の選者を務めている。職の試練では候補者の4人が揃っている必要があってね。君たちの到着を待っていたのさ。さあ、王女は舞台上へ。
Hey, Thancred. Are we gonna see,
これまで君たちは
Estinian?
互いに試練を競い合ってきたことと思うが、この職の試練では協力し合う姿も見せてもらいたい。二人一組でチームを組むことによってね。
Oh no, not teams of two. I feel like Wookie's gonna be on the same team as, what do you call it? Makul Jaja.
はあ、この俺様が劣等種のこいつらと組めってか。
Oh my god.
先に言っておくが、職の秘跡を得られるのは勝った側の一組のみだ。せいぜい仲良くやってくれたまえ。
Oh.
その壺の中に色の異なる木の実が2つずつ入っている。同じ色の実を引いた者同士で組んでもらうよ。
Oh my gosh. The amount of drama this could cause. I'm like, who's the pair gonna be? Uh-oh.
バクージャジャと組むことになったら複雑ね。ウクラマとさらったこともバリガルマンダのこともまだ型がついてないもの。
全員引き終わったようだね。それぞれ色を確認してくれ。
Uh-oh. I feel like it's Makul Jaja. Is it?
僕は赤の実です。
青だ。
Okay.
ゾラージャ王子とコーナ王子が分かれたか。では残る2人の実はどうだ。
私は赤ってことは。
Yay, we're teamed. Okay, I was worried.
こんなに早くまた共闘することになるとはね。
Cute.
コーナ兄さんが味方ならこの勝負もらったようなもんだな。
私たちが組んだということは、あちら側は
This is an interesting team, though.
まさかの一つ頭かよ。
Bro.
では職の試練の課題を発表しよう。君たちには私たちシュバラール族に伝わる伝統料理シャブルクピビルを作ってもらいたい。
Oh, it's a cooking thing?
料理を作れとは、ここに来てまたふざけた試練ですか。
Kexarilja. Kexarilja.
そりゃ一見王位とは関係なさそうな試練かもしれねえけど、きっとこれにも意味があんだろ。
Yeah.
ああ、父上が意味のないことをさせるとは思えない。国の未来がかかっているとなればなおさらだ。頼もしくなってきたな、うちの王子たちは。
Yes, they have.
それに彼らの伝統料理を作るというこの試練、サレージャが言うほどふざけたものとも思えない。
Is Alphino about to guess it?
食文化にはその土地の文化や歴史が色濃く反映されるものだからね。
Thanks, Alphino. True.
ガレマルドの料理には農耕民としてのガレアンの文化が反映されてたわね。寒いから煮込み料理が多かったのも覚えてるわ。
言われてみれば確かに。これまで会ってきた連中もみんな違ったものを食べたり飲んだりしてたよな。魔力を維持するために足を食べてたハヌハヌ族、いろんな飲み物を作ってたペルペル族はそれを商売の種にもしてた。そうか、食事を知るってことはそこに生きる奴らを知るってことでもあるんだな。
思えば継承の儀は学びの連続だった。試練を超えようとするたびにその土地の歴史や文化について知識が深まっていったんだ。それこそがこの旅を起とした父上の狙いだったのか。
Oh. Well, yes. Not oh, yes, this is true. 100%.
だがトライオラの未来を豊かにするのは旧来の文化じゃなく新たな技術であるはずだ。父上ほどのお方ならそれを分かっているはずなのに。
Buckle Jaja yawning.
さて、それでは細かい決まりを伝えておこう。この試練の目的はシャブルクピビルを再現することだ。味、見た目、調理方法のいずれかが間違っていた場合は何度でも作り直してもらう。
Okay.
調理の準備が整ったらそこの炊事場を使うといい。私が認めるシャブルクピビルを先に作り、完食した組の候補者に秘跡を進呈しよう。では食の試練を開始する。
シャブルクピビルなんて料理今まで聞いたことがねえぜ。
You gotta try it first.
一体どんな食い物なんだ？
When it comes to cooking, you gotta try it first.
I've considered myself a connoisseur of all things tasty in Terali, but this is the first I've heard of Xibruq Pibil.
Only 2 climates can receive keystones from this feat. Intimidating, perhaps, but irrelevant. We shall prevail. Do you suppose the first promise in Bakul Jaja will wear matching aprons? I dearly hope so. The second promise will no doubt have thoughts on how best to proceed. Let us ask for his perspective. The first promise and Bakul Jaja are formidable on the field. But the kitchen, I think the odds are in our favor. For the pairings to be thus decided, the stars align for us indeed. As much as I would have loved to defeat you in all the high-stakes culinary battle, I couldn't have asked for better allies. How fortunate that this feat's unique stipulations have frustrated Bakul Jaja's attempt to delay us.
Serves him right. That's what he gets for endangering my people with his schemes. Why doesn't he just compete fairly? He's plenty strong and obviously has the mind for strategy, twisted though it may be. I'll never understand him.
Putting aside our competition for the moment, allow me to express how glad I am for this opportunity to work together. As I see it, our team possesses a distinct advantage.
Of course we do. Any team I'm on is bound to succeed.
Precisely.
What did he...
You mean we have an advantage in numbers, yes? Our competition has a team of 6, 2 claimants, Surilja and Bakul Jaja's lackeys. Whereas we are a team of 9. That's 3 more people we can mobilize. With the task suitably delegated, it should be a brisk affair to learn the recipe and assemble necessary ingredients.
Too easy!
Well, we mustn't be overconfident, lest we make a careless mistake that could have been easily avoided. Our first order of business should be determining the recipe for Xibruq Pibil. We can hardly gather ingredients for a dish we know nothing about. Given the nature of this feat, asking for answers directly may prove less effective than simply observing the daily habits of the Xibruq people. Let us gather here once we have seen what clues this village has to offer. I see. Oh, we can't talk to them?
This should be all I need.
Wait, this setup reminds me of Eiko from Final Fantasy IX.
A number of spices, some entirely unfamiliar to you, are nestled in a basket.
That one is called akiote. We mostly use it to add a bit of color to, our most popular cuisine, but its medicinal benefits are significant as well.
Oh. They're not allowed to say exactly what it is, I see.
Recipe for Xibruq Pibil. I wish I could tell you, friend. A dish so delicious is meant to be shared. Alas, we are forbidden from divulging anything. Orders from Hunmuruk. himself. But your mentioning it has given me a fierce craving. I only hope there's still Xibruq to be had at the market. Wink.
And what flavor would that be?
We ought to cut our losses and head to Mamuk. This feat is nothing but a fool's errand. You're the fool if you think he won't tan our hides for leather if we dare to return without enough keystones. Besides, we've taken from the house cat before. How difficult could a second time be? What are you looking at, salt liquor? Mind your own business.
A banana? That smoke.
A bright banana peel. Whoa. Whoa, what the fudge? Why is it glowing? Why is it glowing? An unusually colored banana peel has been neatly arranged on the ground, which appears to be smoking.
Oh no! It appears I've gone and dropped my Jatika banana peel. I could barely see it for all the steam issuing from my underground oven. Ah! There's nothing like enjoying a tasty banana while you use the leaves in your cooking.
I love that they're bad acting.
Come with me for a moment.
Oh, we got. What are these two hotties doing over here?
Sorry, I'm back. What did we discover about Xibruq Pibil? True to your prediction, the villagers were forbidden from educating us, directly. However, many were still preparing it as one might a staple dish. An observation of their techniques yielded clues enough. A lady blending local herbs and spices was only too happy to describe the ones I didn't recognize, while neither confirming nor denying any relation to Xibruq Pibil. But one in particular she attributed to all common Xibruq dishes. Akiote, she called it.
I see. Then if Xibruq Pibil is indeed a dish as ubiquitous as Alphino claims, we have confirmed her first ingredient. Meanwhile, I did observe a cook burying bundles wrapped in the leaf of Najul, or banana in certain localities. 'Twould seem the use of subterranean ovens is commonplace.
I saw the same. I think we all know what's inside those bundles then, don't you?
Banana. Xibruq, without a doubt. A sizzling slab of beef. It smelled so good, I could practically taste it. The squeaky flesh of bipedal fish. Xibruq, without a doubt.
As would be expected of a dish called Xibruq Pibil, indeed. So to summarize, this dish is one of Xibruq, flavored with a combination of spices that includes akiote and steamed underground with najul, or banana leaves. Given our assumptions are correct, we must now learn where and how to procure our ingredients. As a staple cuisine, our ingredients would be close at hand, which is why Thancred and I scouted the surrounding forests, while you all were exploring the village. Between the local vegetation and wild Xibruq, we should have everything we need in regards to meat and spices.
Heh! Leave it to a master gleaner!
With that, we should next divvy up our tasks. While some gather ingredients, others should make ready the kitchen.
I can help prepare the kitchen.
Permit me to assist as well. Our ovens will doubtless require firewood.
Alphino with the firewood!
And I have some experience in its gathering.
I'm dead! I'm deceased!
I too should be glad to volunteer mine aid. Then the rest of us will gather ingredients. I can make quick work of the spices and herbs myself. I am happy to lead someone to a suitable Xibruq. If they will perform the requisite deed, LSA. As for the Najul leaves, I believe I am capable of acquiring that much on my own. Be warned, you won't find Najul in these parts. They only grow in Jatika heartland, forest far below these. Such as an excursion may be time-consuming. Perhaps we ought to try bartering first. This feat encourages our communication with the locals, after all. Lamachi, Zordia, would you accompany me on my errand?
We're going with the promises.
No better way to whet my appetite.
Good. Let us be about our tasks then. Lamachi had no specific task assigned to her, So I had her accompany me. No more, no less. Okay, Kona. If you want to have family time, it is okay to admit that.
Come on, let's go and get those Najul leaves.
Either that, or he was just worried that she might get into trouble and possibly kidnapped again.
The sooner we do, the sooner we can eat.
A history of violence. Kona has the look of a man intent on finding bananas. Let us see if there are Najul leaves to be had in town. Perhaps the cook Oriange mentioned might be persuaded to spare us a few. Food. Boo-doo-boo-doo-boo-doo-boo.
An underground oven! This must be the cook Oriange was talking about.
The earth here is indeed fashioned into an oven of sorts. Fascinating.
Oh, hello again. Did you need something?
Najul leaves for purposes other than Xibruq Pibil, naturally. Fortunately, I've just used up my last. I'll have to travel to the lower forests for more. Gol Majik Grove is the source of the finest Najul leaves you'll find. Wild variants you sometimes see in city markets can't compete. I see. I'd hoped to avoid such a lengthy venture. If there's no other way to obtain our ingredient, then to the Yatik heartland we shall go. Allow me to save you the trip. Oh? Traveling there requires that you go through the Tayin Bek Traverse, but it has caved in due to the recent storm, I expect.
What? But that means we can't get our Najul leaves.
But we can, can't we? If there were no other way of procuring them, you would have suspended this feat, or else altered its objective. Perhaps. Anyway, I apologize for the interruption, but having overheard your conversation, I felt compelled to chime in.
That's very kind of you. Any last-minute advice you'd be willing to share?
Only to undertake the feat of repast with an empty stomach. You may find Xibruq Pibil to be a delicious but daunting dish to finish.
Heh, I can't wait! Still, if there are no leaves here, and we can't travel for more, how are we supposed to gather all our ingredients?
These feats are meant to deepen our understanding of the peoples and cultures of Tuliolal. So perhaps there is something about Xibruq Pibil that we have yet to learn. Something of significance other than its recipe or ingredients.
Oh, I see. Like who was the first to make it, its history, that sort of thing.
Ahem! If it's Yaktel's history you're interested in, you should start with the Old War.
Between the Xibruq and the Mamulja, right?
These forests have borne witness to centuries of warfare, the evidence of which remains a scar upon the earth. To know the end of that bloodshed is to know Xibruq Pibil. Oh, really?
Huh? What does steamed Xibruq have to do with bloodshed?
Precisely the question we must answer. Vexing though such a detour may seem, I can think of no other way to approach this feat. In that case, you may wish to visit the site of a settlement ruined by the war, the village of Ilyon Asso. It lies a short distance to the east.
The village of Ilyon Asso? Understood. Thank you for your help. Come, let's go and see this place.
I was told not to talk about Xibruq Pibil. The history of our people and the important developments therein are another matter.
Everyone knows there was a war between the Mamulja and Xibruq, but I,
may have forgotten some of the details. The village of Ilyon Asso must be further east. Let us continue with haste. For all we know, our competitors may be on our heels. This song reminds me of Nier Automata. This place feels forgotten by time.
So, this is the village of Ilyon Asso? Or what's left of it?
Oh, Wook Evu! It was a place of light and life. My great-grandfather called it home, in fact.
Wook Evu! I didn't know you were in Yaktel.
I was picking up lumber from Xibruq when I heard the third promise was on her way to this site of deep historical significance. I immediately saw another opportunity to be of service, and so followed you here.
Wook Evu is a shipwright who came to our aid during the Feat of Reeds.
A pleasure. You are a member of the Third Promise's retinue, I presume? No, this is the second promise. Oh no, Wook Evu! For the moment, I suppose I am. I am Kona. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Kona. Now that's a good name. A familiar name. Where have I heard... Coda! As in the second promise of Tuliolal? To think that I addressed the John Servant's own son as some common retainer! Such disrespect cannot be excused! Please take up your gun and...
Oh, come on, not this again. I take no offense, so please do not dwell on it.
Alright then, I shan't dwell on it. The turnaround is everything to me.
And right on cue. At least he's consistent.
Oh, not the Shadowbringers music. Damn it, this music though. Ah!
I understand you wish to learn about Xibruq Pibil, while I'm forbidden by the Xibruq Shrosh to divulge any information regarding its preparation. I would be happy to share what I know of Yaktel's history. We'd appreciate that. In its most basic sense, the conflict between the Xibral and Mamulja was one of land. The Mamulja live in the lower forest, where the thick canopy obscures the sun, and the soil is unforgiving to crops. This drove them to covet the upper forest, the home of the Xibral, and they launched a determined campaign to seize it for themselves. Yet advantage ever favors higher ground, and the Xibral forces held the upper hand against the invaders, rebuffing them time and again.
But as the state of this village would attest, the tide eventually turned. What brought it about?
Something you know all too well, blessed siblings. You must understand, the Mamulja were once a people, as much as war with themselves as they were with others. The Hubigu, Bunewa, and Dopro each sought to assert dominance over the others, even as they engaged the Xibral in battle. In an effort to strengthen bonds and discourage infighting, Hubigo and Bunewa leaders arranged a marriage between their children. However, this political measure altered the course of history in ways no one could have ever imagined. It was long believed that partners of differing clans could not have children together. But then it happened. A child arrived who shared the blood of Hubigo and Bunewa both, a two-headed Mamulja. Blessed with tremendous physical strength and magical prowess, he grew into a mighty warrior before eventually arising as the first autarch ruler of all three clans.
Such qualities would dispose anyone to leadership, character notwithstanding.
Under the autarch's rule, the newly united Mamulja became a force to be feared, and the war soon came to a head. I think it best you see the results firsthand. Let us visit another battlefield from that time, and there I shall continue the tale.
Oh no! It's like what happened in Avatar: The Last Airbender!
By the 12. What happened here?
ここがシュバラール族とマムージャ族の戦いにおいて主戦場となったショブリト敗戦場です。
文字通り怪人に帰したこの土地を見ればどれだけ苛烈な戦いだったのか察することができますね。
一族の伝承によればヨカフイ族が去った500年ほど前から森の支配権をかけた争いが始まったのだとか。以来400年以上にもわたり幾度もの大戦と数えきれない小競り合いが繰り返されてきました。グルージャジャ様はたった6人の仲間と共にシュバラール族とマムージャ族の陣営を相手取った。結果見事に戦場を制圧したのです。
さすがは全盛期のバリガルマンダを封印した連中だぜ。
そうして半ば強引に戦いを中断させたグルージャジャ様は争い合う両部族を集めて会談の場を設けたといいます。
Who you? Oh, oh?
先祖が争っていたからというだけでお前たちは何百年も飽きずに戦ってきたわけだが今日限りでしまいにしてもらうぞ。
This music, yo.
その言葉は我らが森を奪わんとするトカゲ野郎に言え。こやつらさえいなければ我らは平穏に暮らしていけるのだ。
臆病者が そんなに戦いたくないのならおとなしく森を明け渡し尻尾を巻いて逃げ去るがいい。
どちらか一方が決定的な勝利を得てもう一方を排除したとていずれまた次の侵略者が現れるだけです。
Let's go, vow of reason.
あなた方はこの海の外に他の大陸が存在しいくつもの国々が歯を競い合っていることをご存知ですか？無理もありません。太陽を超える方法を持たぬ私どもにはその事実を知る術がありませんでしたからね。しかしやってきたのですよ。大海原を渡りこのトラルへとたどり着いたトツ国からの来訪者が。
Is this Ketenram?
トナワータ族の大男かと思っていたが、よく見てみれば違うようだな。
なあ、俺は海を見たことがあるが見渡す限り水ばかりで他の大陸なんて見えなかったぞ。見えないほど遠くにあるならどんな船があれば渡れるんだ？
問題はそのような船を我らは作れないという点ですよ。私どもよりも優れた技術を持つ国が存在しトラルの存在を知ったのです。彼らのうちのいずれかの国がトラルに目をつけて支配しようと欲望を燃やしたらどうなると思いますか？お分かりになりましたか？トツ国の侵略者がいつ現れるとも限らないということが、そうならぬために寛容なのはトラルに生きる人々が一つに団結し隙を見せぬこと。
I just realized
も
the
はや
people.
小さな部族同士で争っている場合ではありません。
I just realized the people that we're with don't know that we have the echo, so they're like, "What's Zordia doing? She has a massive headache. Is she okay?"
俺ら一人一人の力などたかが知れてる。だが互いを知り手を取り合うことでバリガルマンダほどの大きな力にだって対抗できるんだ。
バ
リガルマンダに言葉だけでは到底信じられないが戦場でお前たちに敗れた今となっては。
I'm like looking at their party. They like have one of each representation.
ああ、こいつらの連携は見上げたものだ。土砲を守るために怪力のヨカフイ族の足元を狙ったらペルペル族のやつに素早く阻まれた。すかさず距離を取ってそいつを弓で射抜こうとしたら今度はハヌハヌ族が風の魔法で矢をはたき落としてくる。互いの弱点を互いの長所で補う戦いぶりは圧巻だった。
This is cool. All of their strengths worked together.
それが他部族が手を取り合うことによって生まれる強さ。私どもが起こそうとしているのはそういう国なのですよ。
しかしこれまで殺し合ってきた相手とどうやって手を取り合えというのだ。
ねえ、騙されたと思って一晩だけ付き合え。
An evening tea. Oh, he's like, we're gonna party hard. But who was it? Who was there? There was someone there. Was it Ketenram?
そうして始まったのが伝説の主演。無論殺し合いを続けていた部族同士がいきなり肩を組んで酒を酌み交わせるはずもなく長い沈黙が続いたのだとか。ここでグルージャジャ様が一計を案じました。シュバラール族の肉料理とマムージャ族の蒸し料理、これを交換させて互いに食わせたのです。
Oh, this reminds me of Dawntrail, where, what'd you call it, they were eating soup, and then bad things happened right after. Did I say Dawntrail? I meant Endwalker.
相手の伝統料理のうまさに思わず目を見張る両部族を見て、彼は満足そうに笑うと一つの提案をしたそうです。二つの料理を掛け合わせるぞと。そして皆に手伝わせて調理を始めました。
Oh, that's cute!
それがシャブルクピビルってことか？
Dude, why am I getting emotional? This is really sweet. Food for the win, guys.
あの料理はシュバラール族とマムージャ族の文化を合わせて生まれました。いわば 両部族が初めて手を取り合った証なのです。当初交わした一晩だけという取り決めはどこへやら。新たに生まれた料理のうまさに両部族の仲はほぐれ、その宴は3日3晩も続いたのだとか。
Damn.
かくして宴の終わりに両部族は和議を結びました。この時グルージャジャ様が語ったとされる言葉は今なお我らの道筋を照らしています。
Aww.
無知ゆえに争い
Facts. Facts.
知りて絆を結ぶ。
Let's go. Yo, these are important lessons, I feel like, for now.
いや悪い悪い。この旅でさ、知らなかった奴らのことを知るほどに好きになっていく自分に気づいてたんだ。
Food is important, okay?
俺たちたちも同じだったんだって思ったらおかしくてさ。
無知ゆえに争い、知りて絆を結ぶか。
さて、これでお分かりいただけましたかな。両部族に起こった戦いの結末とシャブルク・ピビルという料理に込められた意味を。
ああ、バッチリだ。教えてくれてありがとな、ウケブ。
Okay, so who's been hiding?
なんだ、どうかしたのか。
There was someone hiding.
誰かが近くにいた。
もしかするとサレージャかバクージャジャあたりがまた何かを企んでいるのかもしれないですね。
たく、あいつらにこそ今の話を聞かせてやりてえぜ。
But it was someone that caused us to have the memory. I never imagined our father was instrumental in Xibruq Pibil's invention. I hope I have been of sufficient service to the third promise.
Papa really did live up to his words. He traveled the land and learned about our people's myriad cultures. And we're doing the same now.
Hey, that's another quest. It's another quest done. Look at that, Pyro. Another quest done.